Man, what's going on, man? Real Rap TV checking in, coming at y'all guys, with a video for the day. Before I get started with the video, I want to say this, man. If you anybody out there, you're looking for any type of opportunity, to earn some extra cash, or if you looking for any housing opportunity that don't follow the normal protocol as the other housing, check the description box below. I got some information in the description box that could help you out. Check the description box, read the information, and see if anything can benefit you in a way. But yeah, man, with that being said, let's get right back to the video. For this video, man, we got that boy Ben 10 on the roster, and we got the Detroit rapper, All-Star JR on the roster. Man, we got to speak on, the situation that went down with Ben 10 and, JR. First of all, I want to say this right here, man. Shout out to Ben 10, videos came out, he making a, recovery from his injury. You know what I'm saying? So shout out Ben 10, even though, what he did, I think was, a bad decision. The wrong decision, I'm pretty sure, nobody don't want Ben 10 to go out like that. So shout out Ben 10. But, I gotta speak on this situation, man. So for those of y'all who don't know, Ben 10, he was shot by, JR, the Detroit rapper. I don't heard so many stories, so I'm just gonna tell, the story that I believe, right? So, the NBA crew, Ben 10 and OG33, the main characters, that was there out of the NBA crew, they were having dinner in this restaurant. And I'm guessing, they bumped into, JR at the restaurant, and somehow, J Prince Jr., he got mixed up with, everything that went on. People thought NBA camp and Mob camp wasn't cool because of things that happened in the past, but it turns out they actually is cool, behind closed doors, so NBA camp, they want to intervene, in the situation that, JR Prince had with the Detroit rapper JR. Things escalated, a scuffle took place, and Ben 10 ended up getting shot. Now, a whole lot of people blaming a whole lot of people for, what happened to Ben 10, you feel me? A whole lot of people want to blame OG33 for getting shot. A whole lot of people want to blame, J Prince Jr. for Ben 10 getting shot. But I'm gonna say this, man, I blame Ben 10 for what happened to Ben 10. You feel me? And I'm gonna say this, man, first of all, I'm gonna say this, man, it's a difference between being, a ride or die partner and being a flunky, right? It's a difference between being a ride or die and being a flunky. If you got a partner, man, and he own, you feel me? You got to make sure, you ain't the flunky. You feel me? You got to make sure you ain't the flunky, right? And I'm gonna just say this, man. I think Ben 10, he been like a ride or die to NBA YoungBoy, right? Because a whole lot of situation took place, involving the NBA count. You feel me? And Ben 10, he always been like front line. You feel me? I can salute that. But when you just out here, you know what I'm saying, and you just jumping and getting yourself involved in things that don't even, you know what I'm saying, concern you, like you have nothing to do with the situation, now you've been a flunky. You feel me? And I don't know why, man, but it seems like the worst always happen to people who don't mind their own business. You feel me? Like, I don't see this situation happen over and over and over again. When people don't mind their business, even when good people don't mind their business. You feel me? Terrible things happen to them. So yeah, man, I think Ben 10 definitely got himself shot. You feel me? I definitely think, the NBA count, definitely should, mind their business. You feel me? In that situation. And just let, J. Prince Jr., you know what I'm saying, really did what he had to do in that situation. But man, shout out to Ben 10, making a recovery. Yeah, man, that's all I got for this video, man. Y'all tap in, tell me what y'all think about everything I said. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment. See y'all got in the video. Yo.